And what's good, everyone? Welcome back once again here to Behind the Arc Basketball tonight. Some Big 12 basketball action going down as I'll be calling play-by-play. Welcome to the top 25 this week as we got the Oklahoma State Cowboys ranking at number 23 into the top 25 for the first time this season. Kansas knocked out of the top 25 for the first time since 2009. And both of these teams going to take it to the court tonight. This one at Lawrence here for this game, home of the Kansas Jayhawks. Welcome, guys, back on the stream here. Once again, let's see who we got out on the chat right now. Armando, Vegas. Adley and Mason, hello here. Welcome to the stream. Goody, welcome to the stream here, man. He puts out what a disappointing Super Bowl. Never a disappointing Super Bowl for me when I see that the GOAT wins the Super Bowl. Keaton, welcome to the stream here. Jose, Warren, glad to have you guys back on once again. We got Vegas and Bradley here, the Mod Squad back indeed. Goody with his upset pick of the day, BYU stunning Gonzaga for his prediction, 91-88. Who did I pick in this game? I'm going to take Oklahoma State. They've been rolling lately, and I'm going to take the Cowboys. They are actually the underdogs on the line for this one, so I'm going to take Oklahoma State on the road for this game. They're looking red hot as of late. Kansas has been dropping. I remember it was a couple of weeks ago, Kansas was at number 6 in the nation, and they just kept on dropping and dropping, dropped to the top 25 for the first time in 12 years, and the last time that Kansas took on Oklahoma State, it was the Cowboys who won that game. It was when Kansas was ranked at number 6, 75-70 the final for Oklahoma State, as got a little bit intense in the first game there at the very end. Oklahoma State with a slam dunk when time went off the clock and just adding the points basically. Jose, welcome to the stream here, man. He messaged me earlier. It's at work with his mom. That's awesome, bud. Joshua, welcome back in here once again. Yes, I did. Wasi, welcome on the stream here. Doing pretty well. Wow, $2,000 in the Bucks there. Hopefully you're able to cash in that big money tonight, man. So Milwaukee playing later tonight. They're taking on Denver. They're the favorite by 3.5 tonight at the Nuggets. That game going to tip off in about half an hour from now. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, man. Now the Blue Bloods, the 4 teams that played in the Champions Classic, Duke, Kentucky, Michigan State, and now Kansas, all of them are unranked. It's absolutely crazy how the season has gone. So Oklahoma State going in the orange jerseys for this one. Black numbers, black letters. Kansas at home, white jerseys. Blue numbers, blue letters for this one. Jayhawks coming in number 6 in the Big 12 Conference. Even though Oklahoma State is right now in the top 25 for the first time this season, Oklahoma State is below Kansas in the conference at number 7. So Oklahoma State got swept by TCU, but beat Kansas the last time, and coming off a very great victory in double OT. I covered that game as they won against Texas. That could have very well been the game of the year. Ethan, what's good there, man? Appreciate it for stopping on by, bud. Yeah, send my prayers out to Chris Mack. Just so unfortunate to hear that he tested positive yesterday. And sending my thoughts out to the head coach who passed away yesterday from Texas. It was Texas Rio Grande Valley. It's just so sad that one of the head coaches passed away due to COVID-19. And he had coached on Saturday, and he passed away in his sleep overnight on Saturday into Sunday. So it was Liu Hill, the head coach at Texas Rio Grande Valley. He passed away at age 55. It's just so sad. So here we go. We just tipped off the basketball. It's going to be Kansas ball first. Jayhawks have it inside the post, and they already travel with it. Turnover there by David McCormick in the key, and it's going to go to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State going to get the inbound now with the basketball. You have it in the backcourt with Cade Cunningham. Takes it past half court for the first possession today in this one. Cade Cunningham double team, moves it over to the left wing. Catch and shoot 3 by the Cowboys. Hit the front rim, no good. Rebound Kansas. Cameron, welcome to the stream here. Edwin, hope all is well, man. Glad to have you in the stream, brother. Vaughn, welcome in here as well. Yeah, they've been going down a lot of places lately. Hopefully we keep that trend. Inside, McCormick, no good. And a rough start today by Dave McCormick for Kansas. He had a turnover in the travel first possession. That one a missed shot. Rebound to Oklahoma State. Cowboys have the basketball. Bounce past the right baseline, but it goes out of bounds. It sailed towards the right of Cunningham. A little bit too hot on the pass there by Bryce Williams, out of bounds. So Kansas going to get it back. Third possession coming up. Yeah, I look so different. Yeah, I shaved yesterday. Yeah, I saw your trade, Ethan. I think I'm going to go accept that later tonight. I'm just going to check out to see, like, what's going on with Chris Paul before I do so. Because Chris Paul was questionable heading into his game today. But actually, I like CP3, though. Brian, welcome on board here, man. My opinion about the AP poll, pretty good this week. All the teams that I thought that would have like made it in or so are right in there, so that's good. I would have put Oklahoma State though over Wisconsin and Loyola Chicago, even USC, because Oklahoma State, even though they lost against TCU, that's a huge victory they had against Texas on Saturday. Cowboys missed the jumper, no good. Minute and 40 through this first half here, and still it's scoreless on the board so far. Kansas now with the basketball. Bounce pass right baseline. Jalen Wilson to McCormick. McCormick backs his way. Turnaround jumper going to take it, no good. Hit the front rim. And the rebound back to Oklahoma State. 2 minutes left to go. Oklahoma State turns it over. Likely fed it out of bounds. Ethan's got Kansas bouncing back tonight out in this one. It's a huge game here for both of these teams. Again, Oklahoma State to stay in the top 25 for the only time they've been ranked, and for Kansas to get back in. Taylor Heineke, the GOAT, just by the one playoff game. He played the Buccaneers defense. McCormick feeds it over outside to Brown. Brown shoots the three, no good, hit the front rim. And the rebound back to the Cowboys now with a dribble drive. Right baseline, they take it back out. Around the perimeter for Oklahoma State, Avery Anderson passes ball to the backcourt here. Getting sloppy with it, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Turnover Cowboys, so Kansas going to have it back. Already 3 turnovers by Oklahoma State, 2 by Kansas to start this one off. 5 turnovers, no points combined. Brody, what's good here, man? Appreciate for stopping by. Yeah, I'm talking about Lou Hill. It's so sad. He passed away in his sleep. I think it was Saturday into Sunday night. Kansas tried to go for an alley-oop. Baji's pass way too high over the head right there. McCormack. It's a rebound by Oklahoma State. Cowboys drive inside. And that's going to be a blocking foul picked up by Christian Brown. First personal. It's going to send Avery Anderson to line shoot too. It's terrible. So sad. He coached Saturday night. And just passes away. Just take life for granted like every single day. What's my thoughts about Alabama? Alabama's really good. I think they can make a deep tournament run. They just need a healthy Jordan Bruner back. Because that's been a big hit to their defense. Because Alabama's got a loaded backcourt. It's just, for their defense, they need Jordan Bruner back to snag rebounds and help out in the interior. Oklahoma State makes both of the free throws to the line. Finally, somebody on the board in this one. 3 minutes almost through. Kansas dishes back out. Baji. Open 3. Takes it. Gut it. So Kansas on the board for the first triple by Ochai Agbaji. Cowboys have the basketball. Top of the key likely. Likely bounce pass. Now at the left elbow for the Cowboys. They back their way in there. Underneath, Caleb Boone had a huge game against Texas back on Saturday. Moves it back outside to Likely. Likely top of the key. Double team. Bounce pass over to Boone. Watch out. Two-handed jam right behind the defense. That one is good for 2. 4-3 to score so far. 16.5 left to go first half. Josh here finally moves from Tampa Bay. Worst week of his life. He moves to Chicago. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, bud. It could be worse, though. It could be Detroit, honestly. Detroit's just unfortunate for their sports city, what's been happening. You got the Lions, they get the Pistons, Red Wings, the Tigers. They got like all the bottom teams in all professional sports out in Detroit. Kansas turned it over again underneath. It's going to be Cowboys basketball. Oklahoma State has it, takes the pass half court. It's Likely who dribbles to the left wing, guarded by Agbaji, moves over to Cunningham, ball deflected, gets it back though, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Oklahoma State. So Oklahoma State once again, this time by Cade Cunningham, as he went up for the pass, but he reached in as Kansas deflected it, and they're going to call a foul by Cade. Kansas takes the 3, top of the key, missed it off the mark, no good. Rebound back to the Cowboys. Cunningham dribbles now at the free throw circle. Passes underneath, ball deflected, but Caleb Boone back out to the left corner, wide open 3, likely. No good, missed it, rebound Kansas. What's good, Anthony? Welcome on the stream here, man. Appreciate for stopping by. It's from the Rio Grande Valley. So sorry to hear that. Just devastating news. Turnaround jumper, Kansas missed the shot. They do get the offensive rebound back outside of Brown. Takes the 3 and missed it. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebounds over to the Cowboys. Oklahoma State takes it past half court. 15-20 left to go. At the top of the key, Cunningham. Double team. Dribbles towards his right. Moves it back out. Top of the key to the left corner. It's likely. Has some space there. Instead, he's going to dribble at the left elbow. Floats it up over the top. Watch out. Off the cut to the bucket. That's a two-handed alley-oop jam going down by Caleb Boone. Just so explosive here in the last game, and 6-3 the score. Yeah, I agree, Brody. It's crazy how Alabama was not even ranked, and now they're in the top 10. It's crazy what's happened lately. They dropped behind Missouri, though, this week. Yeah, they were number 9, and then they dropped to 11 this week. So they're behind Missouri. Missouri's at 10 with the win. Kansas goes inside. That's good for 2. 14:30 left to go in the first half of this one. It's Oklahoma State basketball. Left wing perimeter, likely. Dribbles towards the top. Likely takes it inside off the dribble jive. Missed the layup, no good. Blocked from behind. Christian Brown going to have the basketball. Brown now dribbles up the court. Pro hop. Puts it up. Got blocked right back by Caleb Boone. Here goes the Cowboys pushing tempo. As they will pass it up the court here. Likely got it. Good for 2 inside. For Oklahoma State, they lead it 8-5. Yeah, Drake's only played one power conference team so far, so the real game's going to come up against Loyola Chicago, which Loyola Chicago actually had a pretty good non-conference schedule for them, 17-3, and they've won multiple games in a row. That team, I think, is like all seniors in the starting 5, and they got into the top 25 first time today, number 22. Alright, so we're going to go on the first time out today here, folks. 8-5 to score. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Cameron puts out Florida so embarrassing, losing to South Carolina. Then they canceled the postponed the Florida-Tennessee game for Wednesday. I think Florida's on a pause right now because Tennessee had to go. I think it's Tennessee against Georgia. That's supposed to be the next game. Yeah, Anthony puts out, hopefully we can be contenders one day for the Rio Grande Valley, man. Definitely will be a great way to honor him, that's for sure. That would be incredible if they're able to make a run in their conference, in the conference tournament. I think they're only second in the conference right now. Oh man, that's unfortunate. They postponed Florida LSU as well. Yeah, hopefully we keep it up, Vaughn. I heard that it was a 10-to-1 ratio between people getting vaccinated and the cases last week. So right now we're on the timeout here. I'm just interested to see Loyola Chicago's schedule. They have one right now. Oh man, they won so many games in a row here for Loyola Chicago. So they're 12-1 in the conference. And let's see, dating back here all the way to January 11th. So Loyola Chicago hasn't lost a game in basically a month right now until they take on Drake. We'll see, until they take on Drake on Saturday and Sunday. That's a huge weekend coming up between the two, matching up this weekend. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night, Ethan. Glad to have you in the channel once again, man. So let's see here. Loyola Chicago's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, 10 straight for Loyola Chicago after a 2-1 conference record. They are now 12-1 in the conference. Yeah, Belmont, I agree, Goody. 21-1. That's incredible that they played 22 games so far. 22-1 for Belmont. And this is odd. Somehow they get less votes than Colorado, which I don't get. Colorado lost against Washington. I know that was a couple weeks ago. Xavier gets 37 votes. Xavier hasn't played in like 2 weeks. They're on a massive pause. UCLA, which they got destroyed against USC. I'm not even sold about UCLA. I think they're going to be a first round upset, and then Belmont got 25 votes. So it makes 0 sense. St. John's only got 7 votes. St. John's is playing the best basketball out of anybody right now in the nation. Hey, what's good? I don't know anymore. Welcome to the stream, man. So we get back to action. Most of the days, like majority of the days, Brody, we go live. Usually like 5 or 6 times out of the week we usually go live. So we get back to action. Oklahoma State by 3, 8-5 to score. Cowboys have it. At the top of the key with Likely. Welcome in Louise here out on the stream. Hope all is well here. He passes over to the top into the hands of Avery Anderson. Drives inside, puts it up and in. That's good for 2 off the glass. So 10-5 so far, Cowboys, with 13-15 left to go. Yeah, Murray State used to be good. When Ja played there, they had that incredible season from 2 years ago. It was Murray State and Belmont who both got into the NCAA tournament. Inside the key, Garrett passes back outside to Agbaji. Moves it out to the left wing to Jalen Wilson. Wilson dribbles top of the key. Passes inside over to Lightfoot. Backs his way. Turnaround jumper off the mark. No good by Mitch Lightfoot. They do get the offensive rebound, though. Back outside to the top. Garrett dribbles towards his right. Lost control of it. It's on the ground. Cade Cunningham comes up with a steal. Pass up the court for the Cowboys. They got numbers here. As they will drive inside. Shot gets blocked. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kansas, I believe, here. The clock will stop with 12:36. 20 people in the chat right now. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action here. Play-by-play college games, NBA games, and Behind Eric basketball. Inbound for the Cowboys. They pass it back outside to Rondell Walker. Bounce pass left baseline into the hands of Alexander Moncrief. Back out to Likely. He takes the 3. Missed it, though, to the left of the rim out of bounds. Yep, Daytona 500 coming up on Sunday, 2:30. The Great American Race is back here. NASCAR is back. Cannot wait. I hope so, Goody. Hopefully Matty D can pull out the W there. That'd be awesome. Am I ready for the Sweet 16? Oh, yeah, you know it, I'm ready. We're going to have to get through the first and second rounds, though, before we get to the Sweet 16. Low-scoring game so far. Kansas has the basketball. Floats it up mid-range jumper. That one's good for 2 by Garrett. Able to get the roll in. 12 minutes left to go. Cowboys save it. And then they pass it out. It gets intercepted by Kansas. Stepped out of bounds by Anaruna. It's going to be Oklahoma State ball right back. Yeah, it feels like it. So Anthony puts out here. Mitch Lightfoot been playing forever. Totally feels like it. Yeah, I agree. The first round's the best. They have so many close matchups in the first rounds. And there's so many games to choose from. That's the thing. Oklahoma State by 3. They have the ball. Cunningham. At the top of the key he is guarded. He takes the 3 over Jalen Wilson. And they're going to call a blocking foul by Wilson. That's going to be 3 coming up at the line by Cade Cunningham. Yeah, you could play your closest game in the first round. And then you could, like, blow out teams in the second round, Sweet 16, Elite 8, like, say, like, I remember Auburn, when they played their closest game of the tournament before losing in the Final Four, for Auburn was that game against New Mexico State. New Mexico State almost won that game in the first round against Auburn. So those first round games are real, like, sleeper type of games that upsets all over the place happen. 10-7 now the score here. 11:42 left to go in the first half as we go on another timeout. And Kansas just struggling here to hit a shot from the floor. 18%, 3 for 16 currently in this one. Oklahoma State, they're 0 for 3 from 3. 4 for 10 from the floor. It's going to be Cade Cunningham going to the free throw line, shooting 3 when we get back as Jalen Wilson picked up a personal foul on the blocking foul guarding Cunningham at the top of the key. Yep, Goody's ready for his bracket to be busted, so am I. Like every year, just ridiculous teams every single year. I remember I think there was one year, I think it was like 2011 or 2012, there was North Carolina State as an 11 seed that everybody was like, dude, this team's not going to do anything. NC State, I think they had a record, I'm not sure, not completely sure what their record was, but it was someplace around the ballpark of like 18 and 14, and everybody is like, why is this team in the tournament? And they go out and they win the first round against a 6 seed who people were picking to go really far, that they thought was like underseeded than what they thought, that should have been like deserving for like a 4, and they won that game. Yeah, Oklahoma State and Kansas pulled an Uno swap hands card. Yep, out of the top 25, in the top 25. Kansas out of the top 25 for the first time in 12 years since 2009. It's crazy to imagine. All 4 of the teams that played in the Champions Classic are all unranked. Hey, what's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate Bud for stopping by. Is Warren Buffett still offering that $1 billion for that perfect bracket? Oh, I remember last tournament, there was one person who had like the perfect bracket, and they were trying to like track him down and contact him, and they finally did. Yes, I watched the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's too good. Gets his 7th ring. And then he puts the GOAT conversation to sleep. No way Mahomes can catch up to him now, it seems like. Because Mahomes is 0-2 against Brady. When it comes to when Brady wins the Super Bowl. So we're back into it. Anthony likes Wichita State in the tournament. Yeah, they've been a shock to me this year. So they lost a bunch of players via transfer, and Wichita State's right there. Like they have potential to be the number 2 team in the American. So Houston out on top, and the rest of the conference gonna have to do work to get in. But it looks like Wichita State, Memphis battling for that number 2 spot. Also SMU is there as well. So we're back into it. Cade Cunningham hit 2 out of the 3 at the free throw line. 11:35 left to go first half. Kansas has the ball. Enaruna moves it outside of Garrett. Garrett dribbles, drives inside, underneath shot fake, puts it up. That's good for 2, up and in off the glass. 3-point game again. 11:20 left to go. I remember that one year Wichita State went like undefeated into the tournament. It lost 2nd round to Kentucky. Underneath. Floats it up, no good by Caleb Boone. Rebound Kansas with 11 minutes left to go. Jayhawks now with the ball. They hand it off back outside. 3 from deep, and they tie it up. That's good for the triple. Achai Agbaji from the top of the key with under 11 left to go. What's good, Timo? Welcome to the stream, man. Oh, geez, sorry to hear that, bud. He bet the Chiefs for that one. Ouch. Lesson learned. Next time, don't bet against Tom Brady. That's the big thing there. Because Tom Brady's going to make you pay. 10:35 left to go. Handoff around the perimeter. Kansas has it. Enaruna shot fake. Turns the corner. Drives inside. Missed it. Off the mark. There's contact, though, in the fall. He's going to send Enaruna to the line. Vaughn just had to go get his charger for his phone. Looks like it was stuck in his bed, but he got it out. Interesting there. Yeah, I agree, Warren. Chiefs should have done better. I thought it would have been a close Super Bowl. I predicted 30-27 Tampa Bay. It's unfortunate that Kansas City just couldn't score a touchdown. It's one of the more lopsided Super Bowls in recent memory. Yep, Vaughn picked the Bucs to win the Super Bowl, and they did. Good for you, man. I've learned my lesson not to bet against Tom Brady. Free throws to the line. Enaruna, 1 for 2. Kansas on top. 10:25 left to go in the first half. Cowboys have the basketball. At the top of the key into the hands of Likely. Likely dribbles towards his left. Passes over to the left wing to Bryce Williams. Bryce Williams now dribbles. Drives inside off the pro hop, and that's going to get tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Kansas, so Oklahoma State going to have it back. Oklahoma State gets the inbounds. Bounce pass to the top of the key. Entry pass inside over to Likely. Shot fake as he's double team. Is going to have to dribble back around the perimeter. Likely spin move. Floats it up. That's no good at the right elbow. Rebound back to Kansas. Halfway through the first half in this one here. Kansas up by 1. They move it over inside. McCormack backs his way in there. Guarded by Caleb Boone. Now off a double team as Likely comes along. Moves around the perimeter. And Aruna gonna drive. Dish underneath over to McCormack. Puts it up. It gets blocked. Goes out of bounds. Last off the knee of McCormack. And it's going to be Oklahoma State basketball. Hey, we got a dono here. My man Jason Brady. Showing all you kids why he's the GOAT here. Thanks so much, Jason, for the dono. Jason the Legend out here on the stream with a dono. Let's get that dono hype in the chat here. Brady the GOAT put that conversation to sleep tonight if it was any more of a conversation out there. As, a lot of people were talking about the GOAT versus the baby GOAT. With Brady handing over the torch to Mahomes, no, that's not the case. Brady's still got it in him. He's still going to play for quite a while. That's one thing there. And it was basically like the Patriots trio against Kansas City. Brady, Gronk, and AB. And then Fournette scored a rushing touchdown. Oklahoma State had it inside. It's going to be a Kansas foul picked up with 9:20 left to go. As it's going to send the Cowboys to the line shoot 2. Hey, what's good? Raven, welcome to the stream once again. Hope all is well. Oh, sorry to hear that, Vegas here. Can't even log into his Skyward. Logged out by himself. It looks like doesn't know what he has for his other classes. Ouch. That's the worst, man. The worst is when you, like, log out of an account, and then you forget what the password is or so, and then you can't log back in. That's always the worst. First free throw good at the line. 13-13. 10. Yep, so 10 conference championships, because, yeah, 7 Super Bowls and then the three losses. Just wacky losses that Tom lost to in the Super Bowl. Twice against Eli, and then one against Nick Foles. That was when that defense was just terrible. I think it was 2017, 2018. It was just, oh man, it was just awful throughout the entire season that year. And yeah, really showed in that Super Bowl. 9 minutes left to go. It's Kansas basketball inside. They put it up. Brown no good, but he gets fouled from behind. He's going to go to the line, shoot 2. Clock will stop with 9 minutes remaining before half. Yeah, historic week in sports. Maybe the best ever, Anthony puts out. Incredible what Tom Brady has done. By the way, I'm a Patriots fan, so it's incredible to see what he has done. You'll never... In our lifetimes, you'll never experience greatness like this ever again in the history of our lives. Somebody that just continuously plays like this, as mentally tough as Tom Brady, as competitive as Tom Brady, that loves to win and win and win. That's what he loves to do. And he's out there for his brand, for the TB12 brand, to just keep on doing what he's doing, the longevity, to show everybody about the longevity that he can play well throughout his 40s and promote his brands, and also just be the competitor that he is. He loves to win. He hates to lose, and that's why he still plays here. He plays against some of the people he plays against weren't even born when he first played in the NFL. It's crazy how he's already been in the NFL now for 20 years now. It's crazy. 15-14 to score. Kansas gets the basketball back. They're going to take the 3 up in the air. No good. Missed it. Rattled out. Rebound Oklahoma State. Cowboys down by 1. They're going to take it past half court. Avery Anderson drives inside. Floats it up mid-range. And gutted the fall. That's good for 2. 16-15. Hey, what's good, Jack? Welcome to the stream, man. Playing Kansas, going to go back in this game for his prediction here. Cameron, a Dolphins fan, same as, Cameron, a Dolphins fan here. No problem. All fans are allowed in the stream. Dolphins have some bright future with the young players that they have on the team. Kansas missed the shot, the key rebound, Oklahoma State. Cunningham had it, and Kansas is going to pick up another foul here. That's going to be their third personal picked up here. Our fourth personal. Clock will stop with 7:50. What's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. As we go to a timeout currently in this one, we got 7:45 left to go. Low scoring game. I'm doing pretty well, Kevin. Yeah, I heard about that. North Carolina, Miami, UNC. UNC with a couple of their players. I know one of them was Dayron Sharp. So one of them, the 5-star freshman, he was celebrating. And a couple other players with no masks on, partying after the game. And they postponed the UNC versus Miami game. Partying for beating Duke once. They won against Duke once. They have to take them on a second time. Yeah, it's a little bit too early for that party, and that video surfaced today, so they postponed it. They postponed the game like an hour, like an hour before, or yeah, 2 hours before tip off. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Armando Bacot, who's a sophomore, and Dayron Sharp, a freshman, partying without a mask on a video on Snapchat that got posted. Okay, yeah, so it was on a video on Snapchat. Wow. Yeah, I'm playing Kevin this week in fantasy basketball, man. It's gonna be a good matchup. I think both of us are 5-2, I believe, right now. Yeah, Jack puts out. Everybody's talking about Brady. Yep, definitely gonna give the defense credit, holding Mahomes to basically like a career worst type of game yesterday. Hey, what's good, Ian? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is going well, man. Am I going to stream tomorrow? I do plan to. I'm not sure just yet. I'm going to be out a little bit before the stream. I got a dentist appointment, so I'm going to be running late from work. Back in for tomorrow. And then we're supposed to get snow too. So I'm not sure when I'll be back in time from the snowstorm, because it's going to take me a while to get home or so. It might be an NBA game. Most likely for tomorrow. Maybe a college game. It all depends. So I'm probably going to have to shovel out the neighbors too. So I hope to be live tomorrow though. Yeah, hopefully a great matchup indeed right now. Scoreboard update. Not that much going on for college hoops right now. We'll take a look at the scoreboard here currently though on this timeout. And let's see. Yeah, not really much college going on tonight for basketball here. Minnesota leading Nebraska 51-42. Oh, Maryland taking on Ohio State. Maryland, that's a huge game if Maryland wins it. 4-8 in the conference, but 10-9 with a winning record on the bubble for Maryland. They lead it at home 23-17 over number 4 ranked Ohio State. Unbelievable that Ohio State made it all the way up to number 4 this season in the rankings. Other than that, for top 25 or other games going on today, just power conference games. Colorado crushed Oregon State 78-49, and Gonzaga in a late game tonight against BYU. So we're right back into action here, 16-15. Oklahoma State gets the basketball after the timeout. They take a 3 at the right corner, missed it off the mark, rebound Kansas. Jayhawks have it at the top of the key, hands it over. DeJuan Harris moves it outside to the left wing. Left baseline dribble for Ty and Grant Foster. Moves it back out to the top of the key to Garrett, and it's going to be a whistle and a fall picked up by Avery Anderson. Reach in by the Cowboys. Clock will stop again. Hey, what's good, Jordan? Welcome to the stream, man. I'm going to take Baylor this year to win the Big 12. I think Texas still can make a comeback and could be up there. Texas kind of hit a skid lately, but if they find their stride once again, they could be dangerous. A lot of Big 12 teams are dangerous. I also like Oklahoma State here with what they've done this season. Spin move underneath. Good for 2 by Marcus Garrett. 17-16, approaching 7 left to go. It's going to be Oklahoma State basketball, likely. Moves it out top of the key. Into the hands of Cunningham. See dribble to the left, double deep 2 jumper. Cunningham, no good. Missed it off the back rim. Rebound Kansas with 6:50 left to go. Kansas ball as they will move it back to the left wing. Shot fake, Agbaji dribbles, drives inside. That's going to be an offensive foul. Ochai Agbaji runs right over Isaac Likely in the key, takes the charge, and the Cowboys will get it back. Yeah, Final Four predictions right now besides Gonzaga and Baylor. They're giving that this rate. Yep, so Gonzaga, Baylor, and then the other two I put right now, even though Texas has been cold, I'm still going to take Texas since they're basically loaded with upperclassmen on the roster. You got another Big 12 team making the Final Four. And then I'm going to go with a long shot here. Take Florida State. That's what I'm going to do. That team is deep, and I think their depth for Florida State, I think it's going to go it's going to take them far in the tournament. That team is athletic. That team is deep and can also hit free throws. So they got multiple weapons on that team. Cunningham around the perimeter. Floats it up over the top to Caleb Boone. Throws it down with a two-handed alley-oop slam. Oh, beautiful pass right there by Cade Cunningham. Cowboys on top, 18-17. 3 ties, 8 lead changes. Largest lead, Cowboys by 5. They pick off the basketball here. They get numbers in transition. Pass over to the left corner, back out on top. Cunningham takes the 3, splash, got it at the top of the key. Cowboys by 4 now. Cade Cunningham heating up. Bill Self going to take a timeout. Kansas down to, Kansas takes the timeout here. They're down to 3 for the half as we got 6:06 left to go in the first half. What's good, Aaron? Welcome on the stream, man. Oh yeah, huge game for the Celtics tomorrow. Celtics against Utah there, national TV, late game going down. Hopefully they're able to get the W on that one. That's going to be a tough one for tomorrow on their road trip. Yeah, Aaron puts out, how is Gonzaga only 10.5-point favorites against BYU? I don't believe so. I'll take a look and see if there's anything else for news on Gonzaga here. I don't believe so. It's probably the line got lower because Gonzaga was in a tight game early on against Pacific in the last one. Yeah, that's odd, Vegas. That's kind of late right there for teachers to email. Six minutes left to go. Kansas down by 4. They get themselves the basketball. Kansas dribbles top of the key. Jalen Wilson back to the right wing, fed the pass by Agbaji. Moves it over left baseline. Double team Brown. Bounce pass. Gets stolen away there into traffic and likely picks it up. He moves it past half court here. Cunningham lost control of the basketball as Brown gets the steal at the free throw circle. It's going to be Kansas ball. 5:30 left to go as we approach that mark. They drive inside. Good for 2 with the right hand. Up and in off the backboard by Marcus Garrett. Garrett now with 10 points. He's a perfect 5 for 5 from the floor. Anthony got his Final Four out here. Gonzaga gonna win it versus Villanova, West Virginia, and Oklahoma State right there for a Final Four. Right corner 3 off the mark. No good by Rondo Walker. Rebound Kansas. Approaching 5 minutes left to go. They'll drive inside, and good for 2 more there by Christian Brown. It ties it up at 21. Oof. That's rough there. Vegas getting beat down already in the Fantasy Basketball League against Braden this week. And Braden already came off like a huge victory where he just smoked the one-win team in Fantasy. Cowboys have it. Would likely moves it over to the top of the key to Avery Anderson. He drives inside left hand. Swat that out of there. Says McCormack right underneath the hoop. Blocked by Dave McCormack. It's going to be Cowboys basketball with 6 in the shot clock and 4:34 left to go. He probably had like a bunch of players play the early games though, because there's quite a bit of teams that's already like in their games, or a couple games I think that already finished up today. Yeah, I just took a look at Gonzaga. There's no injuries for tonight or anything. I guess the odds just like BYU at home for that one. No crowd. No crowd. I can get if Gonzaga was a 10.5 point favorite when it's normal times, but yeah, we're out in the pandemic with no fans in the stands at a lot of these arenas here, and I think Gonzaga has a good chance to run the table. I'd be shocked if BYU gets that W today, but they're the most likely team to do so in the WCC. If there's anybody to beat Gonzaga, it's BYU in the conference. Inside, able to get position right behind the defense to post up and turn around, as that's good for 2 in the post by Dave McCormack. He's got himself his first 2 of the game, and Kansas leads it now by 2. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. This game is moving by pretty fast so far. Cunningham passes back out to Anderson. Anderson at the free throw circle, and he gets contact. Brown picks up the fall, and Avery Anderson will go to the line and shoot two. Alright, looks like we're going to go on another timeout in this one. This game moved by pretty quick so far. 3:52 remaining in the first half. 6-zip run by Kansas, but Avery Anderson going to go to the charity stripe, shooting two coming up after the timeout for the Cowboys. Yeah, it's going to be a good game tomorrow, West Virginia, Texas Tech. I covered that a couple weeks tomorrow. That was an insane game right there. West Virginia was Texas Tech who was down by double digits. They came back. They were up by double digits. West Virginia trailed by like 12, and they came back and won. They got the game-winning bucket with like 6 seconds remaining, and then Mac McClung missed what would have been the game-winning bucket there. That was a ton of points. It was an insane game. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that one tomorrow. I might cover an NBA game for tomorrow, so I might join that one in progress, but not sure just yet. It all depends on like what time I get home. Yeah, it's a really late game. I wish they put this game at 7 and then they put Gonzaga BYU at 9, because I would have streamed both of those games tonight. And instead, if that UNC versus Miami game wasn't on today, because that game had no use and got postponed. So that's unfortunate. Thank you, UNC, for that. A couple of games in the NBA tonight here. Charlotte Hornets already beat the Rockets tonight, 119-94 the final. LaMelo is looking good, 24.7 rebounds, 10 assists for LaMelo Ball. Washington Wizards leading by 1 over Chicago, 69-68. Memphis Grizzlies up against the Raptors, 94-85. Mavericks crushing the T-Wolves at halftime, 71-51. At halftime, Golden State leading the Spurs, 59-54. And then the Phoenix Suns right now leading the Cleveland Cavaliers, 45-40. Well, the Denver Nuggets just tipped off against the Milwaukee Bucks. And Denver already 2 3-point shots. They got themselves a 6-zip lead in the first minute. Yeah, Brady's great, but the defense held the most paid quarterback in the NFL to 0 touchdowns. I agree. The defense for the Bucks. Oh man, they got a ton of credit. Everybody on that team gets a ton of credit for yesterday. Every single player played a complete role in that game towards getting the Super Bowl. Unlike Kansas City, penalties came back to haunt Kansas City yesterday. So many penalties. Just frustration was just taken out, and then, oh man, the game was already wrecked when the punter for Kansas City, he was a rookie, I think, from Florida, and he just hadn't really been doing much punting work this season, because they would just go down the field every single time, either score a touchdown or kick a field goal or go for it on 4th down. But the punter got work early on that game. He bobbled a snap the first time, and then the next punt he had, it was like a 39-yard difference between the first one he punted that got called back on the penalty, and then the one he just completely butchered out of bounds. So we get right back into this one. Free throws good at the line by Oklahoma State, 23-23 the score. Hey, what's good? Alberto, welcome to the stream here. Welcome on the channel, man. Appreciate it, bud, for stopping by again. Hello out here, and he's out in Orlando here. He's a Magic fan here. Welcome to the stream here, man. Yeah, Magic not in action tonight here for their game, but I know Orlando not too far from Tampa Bay there. Tampa Bay was lit yesterday. I saw everything go down, all the celebrations. As we're back into it, 23 even, 3.5 left to go. It's going to be Cowboys basketball. At the top of the key, Oklahoma State drives inside, and Rondo Walker on the ground with the ball. That's going to be a forced tie, a possession arrow, Kansas. Great defense there by Kansas. Yeah, that BYU fan will be happy if I call the Gonzaga BYU game. I'm pretty sure that fan got timed out from the chat. Yeah, I'm not even sure if he's on the channel anymore. He kept on asking BYU, 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 or he kept on showing up for it, and it was so many times. 3 minutes approaching that mark remaining. Kansas has it. They floated up, good for two at the right elbow as Kansas knocks it down by Jalen Wilson. Yep, only 3 field goals for the Chiefs. Couldn't even get into the end zone. It's too bad. Oklahoma State has it around the perimeter. Oh, that's awesome. So you live out in New York City, but his team's the Magic there. He got you, man. 2:40 left to go. Cowboys down by 2. They lost control of the basketball, stolen away by Kansas. Kansas has it inside. Underneath double team. McCormack passes back out to the left wing. 3 in the air. Missed it off the mark. Defensive rebound by the Cowboys. Approaching 2:20 remaining. Oklahoma State dribbles. They get contacted in a huge bump. Refs say play on, no foul. Kansas has it here. One man to beat. Wilson puts it up and he gets fouled. And Jalen Wilson going to go to the charity stripe shooting 2 as the clock will stop with 2:14. Wow, Jason puts out here, showed a video from the Bucks locker room. Tom was cleaning everybody's lockers out for them. Oh yeah, he is something else. Superhuman Tom. It's like Tom's own team basically. It's basically like Tampa Bay for Tom. Like it's all incredible stories of everybody getting rings. Like coming back for redemption out here in Tampa Bay, and it's more like Tampa Bay basically because Tom was the leader. First free throw, Kansas missed it at the charity stripe. Second one good by Jalen Wilson. And they lead it by 3, approaching 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Yep, Vaughn's got his matchup against me in the Fantasy League coming up sometime this month. Oklahoma State has it at the right wing perimeter. They turn the corner, drive inside with the left hand, missed the layup, tipped up in the air, rebound McCormack for Kansas. Jayhawks ball under 2 minutes left to go before half. Garrett dribbles back outside to the right wing perimeter by Marcus Garrett. He floats it up over the top, miscommunicates that pass behind. McCormack goes out of bounds. So he just sails it over his head. Turnover Kansas. That's their 9th turnover of the first half. And Cowboys going to have it back. Hey, what's good, Braden? Welcome to stream here, man. Yep, TB12 ending any of the future Mahomes GOAT talks right there. You get the GOAT versus the baby GOAT. A lot of people were talking about. And Tom just too good. Cade Cunningham traveled with the ball for Oklahoma State. So he was dribbling inside, and it's going to be Kansas basketball. So that's turnover number 11 by the Cowboys. Oklahoma State is yet to score, by the way, in the last 2.5 minutes. Kansas has it. 1:30 left to go before halftime. Bounce pass, turnaround. Wilson, no good. Hit the front rim, but there's a foul. It's going to send Kansas back to the line here, shooting 2. Yep, I totally agree right there. Jason puts out for Brady. Ain't about money. It's about being the greatest at everything. Giselle is worth more than him. And, yeah, just superhuman, incredible competitor. And that's all that Tom loves to do is win, 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 win. He's out there as well doing it for his brand, but he just loves winning. He hates to lose. And just so competitive, and you can see that yesterday with him and Tyrann Mathieu going at it yesterday. And everything about Tom is just so classy, too. He actually apologized to Tyrann Mathieu earlier today, too. So non-shooting foul, actually, they're going to say inbound Kansas. Bounce pass underneath over to McCormack. Puts it up, no good. Off the backboard, great defense by the Cowboys. Oklahoma State grabs the rebounds. Here they go. Dribble drive inside. Missed it off the mark. Tipped up in the air. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oklahoma State. And it's going to be Kansas basketball when the minute 15. Minute 15 left to go before halftime here. Jayhawks ball. Marcus Garrett dribbles inside the key, passes back out. Over to Jalen Wilson. Wilson towards the right wing, bounce pass over to Garrett. Garrett feeds it over to Lightfoot, back outside to Garrett. Garrett guarded by Likely, dribbles towards the top, moves it outside. Agbaji to the left baseline to Enaruna, just travels with it. Turnover Kansas for the 10th time today in this one with 54 seconds left to go before half by Tristan Enaruna. It's been major issues this season for Kansas, especially with their bench. Last game they only scored 2 bench points against West Virginia. See how they're doing today in this one. Just bringing up the box score for this game. They only scored 1 point off the bench. Their bench has been rough all throughout the season. Cowboys floated up at the left baseline. Good for 2 by Oklahoma State with 40 seconds left to go. It's going to be Kansas ball. Jayhawks dribble past half court. 10-second differential shot clock and game clock. Marcus Garrett dribbles top of the key. Garrett bounce pass over to Lightfoot. He's open at the right wing. Lightfoot, though, going to pass it back outside to Garrett. Garrett now dribbles. Inside, Pro Hop puts it up, and that's going to be a foul. Personal foul picked up. It's going to be on Alexander Moncrief for the Cowboys here. Clock will stop with 18.1. Yep, Jason puts out, think about this. The Chiefs have the greatest defensive backs in the game. Brady picked them apart as a senior citizen in NFL quarterback terms. Yep. First free throw good at the line by Garrett. I think he was even telling Tyrann Mathieu in that heated exchange that he was going to be gunning for him more in that game, that he was going to be targeting him throughout. And that's what happened as time went on. Timeout taken on the court right now. It's also Kansas in the bonus. They're going to shoot one more at the free throw line coming up. Hey, what's good, Anthony? Welcome to the stream here, man. Appreciate it, bud, for stopping by, looking for the Cowboys out in this one to get the W here. It's been a slow, low-scoring game tonight. It's picked up a little bit, but it was a really slow start to get these shots down from the floor. And Kansas, in the first half, only shooting the ball at 32%. Oklahoma State at 35% right now. Yeah, it's just the emotions get the best of us, like Tyrann Mathieu did in the Super Bowl. Him with Brady chasing after him, just the competitive edge. And that's what Tom had to do. He looked up film on Tyrann Mathieu before the game, and he saw his competitive edge, and you know that Tom had to match it, and that's exactly what he did there in the Super Bowl. Tom just charging and firing right back at Tyrann Mathieu, telling him who's boss, who's their daddy in this game, going to pick you apart in coverage. Second free throw good at the line by Kansas. 15 seconds left to go. Oklahoma State has turned it over more times than made shots in the first half. 12 turnovers to 8 made shots. Cunningham dribbles. Right baseline guarded by Agbaji. Swings it out to the left wing. Wide open 3. Catch and shoot. No good. Rolled around the rim. And it's going to be a defensive rebound by Kansas. But time stops here as we will go to halftime. Kansas by 3. 28-25 over Oklahoma State. Alright, so right now at halftime here, folks. Glad to have you guys on the stream once again. I'm Behind Eric Basketball. If you guys are new in the channel here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you like to be notified about future play-by-play here that I cover. Yeah, Jason lives out there where Big Crater fell. I heard about that story. Big Crater fell out there in Middlesboro, and the city built on the crater. What's good, Lucas? Appreciate Bud for stopping them by. I've took a look at some of the Google Maps where Jason's out of. That you have to cross the tunnel to go from the state border to get into Middlesboro. That's cool, like an underground tunnel. The stories though of the mountain before the tunnel was built there, because I remember that one time that the cars had to drive up the mountain, and like some of the cars would just go like downhill over the cliff there, but before they built the tunnel. Like that's crazy. Some of the stuff. I was looking at some of the roads over there too. They got like quite a bit of pin needle type of roads over there up in the mountains. That's crazy. We got we got some of those up in Western Mass where they have. I think it's one like a Mohawk Trail pin needle type of thing. I think it's towards like Williamstown or North Adams. It's in like the very like top left corner of Mass. Yeah, Illinois at number 6. They've been on a roll lately, but yeah, they're at number 6. I I thought Virginia would be a little bit higher than what they are. 'Cause there's 3 lost teams now: Virginia, Missouri. Illinois has got 5 losses. I think Texas Tech too. I think Texas Tech quite a bit high, because Texas Tech's only beat. I think they've only gotten 2 top 25 victories for Texas Tech. So them, I feel like a little bit too high at number 7. I think that game for Houston, that's more of like a fluke for Houston that they lost against East Carolina, but only time will tell for Houston. That's just one bad game. USC deserves more respect. They're 15-3. One of their losses was against UConn with James Bouknight. They're going to be back in the picture once James Bouknight comes back, but USC needs more respect than what they are right now. I will put USC above Creighton. Creighton's not playing great basketball lately. They lost against Georgetown last week. Georgetown was taking Villanova down to the wire yesterday in that game. So Georgetown's been getting better. They're physical. They're not like a great shooting team, not a great defensive team either, but they're just big and physical for Georgetown. They entered the season with very little experience. Vaughn thinks that he could go 4-4 this week and pushing for that bye in the first round of the playoffs in fantasy basketball. And this week, he'll tell if they were going to be seeded, and hopefully he can get to at least the 6th seed. There we go. Yeah, Goody puts out here, thinks Virginia Tech a little too low. Yeah, I think they factored in the overtime win against Miami there. I thought that they would have like stayed spots. So they went 1-1 for the week, so I thought that they would have stayed where they are. Florida State moves up 3, even though Florida State didn't play this week. It's quite odd, some of the stuff. Wisconsin, I thought Wisconsin's been playing terrible lately. I thought Wisconsin would be bounced to like 25 for Wisconsin, just barely holding on to the top 25. Good to see Rutgers is back. That's great. That is great for Rutgers. They hit a skid like a month ago, and now they're back, and Rutgers is dangerous once again if they keep it up and keep on winning. But yeah, I would have put that whole grouping above Wisconsin, Loyola Chicago, Oklahoma State, Purdue, Rutgers. They've just been really cold lately. I probably would have even put Belmont in there in the top 25 because they're 21-1. That's incredible that they played 21 games. And what in the world happened to Boise State? They got swept over the weekend for Boise State. So they got swept against Nevada. That's rough for Boise State because they're basically wrecking their chances in an NCAA tournament, losing 2 straight to Nevada. Yeah, Jordan here, he goes to ECU. That's awesome, man. Couldn't believe that ECU won that game. Yeah, that's crazy. Like whoever bet on that game for ECU, they must have been raking in like mad cash for that one. Hey, what's good, Bill? Welcome to the stream here, man. He has Oklahoma State, also Ohio State. He's thinking about Gonzaga. Do I think they'll win by 11? I'm gonna say yes there for Gonzaga. I know they were in a closer game than usual in the last one against Pacific, but until further notice, I think they're gonna win by 11 or more in that game for Gonzaga. because that's a battle for 1 and 2 in the conference, and I think Gonzaga is going to show BYU who's the king of the conference tonight. If it was like a normal time, I probably would have gone with BYU plus 11 on the line if it was like a normal time with fans in the stands, since the game's at BYU. But in this one, I think Gonzaga is just too strong. Let's see what else we got for college hoops going on tonight. Couple games currently. Maryland, Ohio State. Ohio State on the road up against Maryland now, 35-30. And then Minnesota leading Nebraska 68-56. So yeah, everybody's beating Nebraska in the Big Ten. Nebraska 0-6 in the Big Ten. They'd probably be mid-pack if they were like an SEC team this season. They'd be getting wins against other teams, Georgia, Vanderbilt, other types of teams. They'd be there mid-pack. They'd probably be pulling off upsets against like Mississippi State and Ole Miss in the SEC. And that's how stacked the Big Ten is. Even though Nebraska was just rough last year. They were rough, but they're much better this year. They won their non-conference games, but they just can't win conference games because it's just so stacked from top to bottom. Let's see what's going on here. NBA tonight. Hornets already beat the Rockets 119-94. Wizards lead the Bulls 87-80 right now for Washington. So they have the chance to go 6-15. And they're not last in the Eastern Conference. That last place goes to the Pistons right now. Raptors lead the Grizzlies 101-97. Fred VanVleet looking good. 26 points by him tonight for Toronto. Mavs up against the T-Wolves 75-61. Porzingis already with a double-double in the third quarter. 19 points, 10 rebounds. And then Spurs Warriors going back and forth. San Antonio by 1, 67-66 over Golden State. Golden State one game above 500. That's a good game. Spurs 13-10. Golden State 12-11. Suns in a close game against the Cavs 64-61. And then a huge game tonight going down. Nuggets taking on the Bucks. Denver at the end of the first quarter. That's a high-scoring first quarter. 42-37 Denver leading Milwaukee at the end of one. Yeah, Ryan's team is stacked for fantasy. He's got Giannis on his team. I think Giannis is the top player right now in fantasy basketball. I'm the only one to beat Ryan in fantasy, and I'm shocked that I actually did. The reason why I did is because he tried to swap players for that Sunday, and it wouldn't let him set his lineups correctly, which he had those players on his bench, and then if they allowed him to use those players, they would have gotten enough to beat me, I think. Because I ended up beating Ryan that week in fantasy, and it was close. I think I beat him by like 10 or 13 points. Like, it was like you could have had like a couple points here, like a couple points, a three-pointer, an assist, and a block, and that's the difference, basically. Like, it was that tight. Yeah, Bill puts out Oklahoma State was plus 6.5. Yeah, man, I was shocked. Oklahoma State here is ranked. I predicted Oklahoma State would get this one for tonight. Seeing how Kansas has played lately. Kansas leading at the half by 3, but yeah, it's one of the more shocking lines this season to see that Oklahoma State, the underdog, against Kansas, who is knocked at the top 25. Yeah, I like the top 25 this week. Other than Wisconsin at number 21, I put USC up further. USC is playing great basketball lately. They've been on a roll. They're 15-3, and a lot of people are sleeping on USC. And then I would have put Belmont in the top 25, 21-1, and they get no recognition. And out of those teams receiving votes, the team that nobody wants to play in the tournament right now, if they keep it up, that's St. John's. St. John's is like flip the switch, come out of nowhere, and they have gone from not even close to the tournament to now in the tournament, and they are dangerous. Whoever gets St. John's in the first round, you got to be on the lookout here, because this team is basically the equivalent of Providence last season. Like, Providence, when they got into, like, late January, they just completely flipped the switch, and they went on this huge winning streak. And this St. John's team reminds me last year of Providence. They remind me last year of how Virginia went on that massive winning streak. They won, I think there was like their last 7 straight. Like teams that get red hot. Or Oregon from 2 years ago. That Oregon was just, oh man, they were just abysmal in like the month of January back in 2019. And then in February and March, Oregon just completely flipped the switch, and they won 12 straight games in a row, entering the NCAA tournament for Oregon. They went all the way to the Sweet 16 and lost to the national champion Virginia. So this is what the St. John's team reminds me of right now. A team just randomly getting red hot. Can they keep it up? Did they peak too soon? That's going to be the question. Because Alabama last month, they were the team that got red hot, that nobody wanted to play against Alabama. And then it was recently Oklahoma, and now it's St. John's that's got handed the torch. So it's basically been all these random teams, basically all these red teams here that's been getting red hot lately. Maybe Wisconsin can find it again. Rutgers. Rutgers has potential to be the next red hot team. They hit a skid about a month ago, but now Rutgers has the chance. Once they get help, since they're getting healthy and they're getting their players back, Rutgers can do some damage. Wisconsin just needs to find their star and get their 3-point mojo back, and that's how they, because they got red hot last year too. That's right. Wisconsin was in the 3-way tie for first in the conference. Yeah, Brandon hates the top 25 here. Florida should be at number 1. Puts out. Yeah, Jason puts out there's two kinds of people in the world. Those who make things complicated and those who make things simple. Which am I? I think I'm the one that makes things simple. I have to go with. I usually just break it down for people and kind of give them a visual on like whenever they need something, like if they need some type of training help or something. That's what I usually do at work, because I usually have to do it, like break it down like that. I'm really detailed towards my approach though, so that I like lay out the whole blueprint out with all the instructions. For when I train the people at my actual job at work. Yes, I saw the Super Bowl last night. I actually missed like a little bit of the Super Bowl because it snowed outside, and my dad actually left the house because he went to his auto repair shop to go snow blow out his auto repair shop yesterday. So he was at his shop for a little bit yesterday, and then we were wondering, because he was out for like an hour, where my dad was, because we were worrying about him. So I drove in a snowstorm all the way down there. We listened to Kevin Harlan for a little bit, called a game. It's only like a mile from my place, and then we went back home, watched it again. What's good, Preston? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate Bud for stopping away. Yeah, it's incredible, man. 200 subs away from 10K. It's awesome, the growth that we have had. Like the past couple of days, the weekend was awesome. Like the weekend was awesome. Like how we just grew completely. Hey, what's good, Anthony? Welcome to the stream, man. Just this game tonight. That game is really late, so I'm not gonna be able to cover the BYU game later today. That one's 11 o'clock Eastern time, where I am. So it's just this game tonight. I'm going to be heading off to bed right after this one. McKeel, welcome to Streamer Man. He's upset that the Buccaneers won, but John was pretty happy. Oh, yeah. John hates the living guts out of Kansas City. Abilene Christian defeating Texas A&M Corpus Christi as Preston gets a scoreboard update here. Appreciate the man as we start off the second half right now. So, second half now into action. Here we go. Yeah, I would have done the BYU game if they had put it at this time, if they put it at 9 o'clock Eastern, but it's way too late. By the time I finish that stream, it's already past 1 o'clock in the morning where I'd be. Kansas has the basketball at the top of the key. I rooted for the Bucks. I'm not going to bet against Tom Brady. Inside over to McCormack. McCormack puts it up. It's good for 2, and he gets fouled as well. He's going to go to the line, shoot 1. $19:26 left to go in the second half. McCormack, 83% this season at the line, drills it. Cowboys have the basketball. 19:20 left to go in the second. Cade Cunningham takes the pass half court. Cunningham dribbles to the right wing. He is double team, moves it back over top of the key. Passes now to the right corner perimeter. Into the hands of Avery Anderson. Shot fake, dribbles. Drives inside the key, floats it up with a left hand. Good for 2 right there with a scoop score to the bucket. 4-point game. Been a good one tonight here as we got 19 minutes remaining of action. Jayhawks ball takes the pass half court with Jalen Wilson. Moves it over to Brown. Feeds it over inside to McCormack. Passes back outside. Turns the corner. Drives. With a left hand. Gets blocked. Cunningham saves it. And he passes this one ahead as they push tempo now. They will drive inside for Oklahoma State. They get stripped of the basketball into the lane. Bryce Williams turns it over. Ball gets stolen by Brown. Brown now with the ball at the left corner. Passes over to Wilson. Jumper left baseline. Good for 2. Kansas by 6 out in front. Jalen Wilson now with 5. Oklahoma State now with the ball. 18:20 left to go. Cunningham goes inside, and he's going to go to the free throw line as Jalen Wilson picks up the personal inside the key. Do you think Tom Brady's going to get 8? I think very well there's a possibility. He just keeps on playing and proving me wrong. Whenever I think he's done, like, I honestly thought he could have just ended it there after the Super Bowl where they came all the way from behind 28-3 and beat the Falcons. But no, Tom Brady just kept on pushing through. And with his competitive nature that he has, that he's got a hunger for winning, it wouldn't shock me if Tom Brady gets 8. It wouldn't shock me if Tom wins again next year. Bounce pass off the cut. As we are back into it, Cunningham was good at the line for both of them as well. Kansas feeds it inside, good for 2. Up and in off the backboard by McCormack. It's going to be Cowboys basketball, Likely, top of the key. Pass over to Boone, hands it off to Likely. Dribbles free throw circle, back out to the left corner, Cunningham. Guarded by Garrett here. Cunningham dribbles to the left baseline. Cunningham back to the left wing. On a one-on-one, guarded by Garrett. Cunningham, bounce pass now. Left elbow, dish underneath over to Likely. Missed it though off the mark. Great defensive stop by Kansas. Going to get the basketball back here. Kansas been struggling with their defense in that game against West Virginia as they drive inside and they turn it over. Jalen Wilson lost control of it at the baseline. Yeah, Kansas just got lit apart against West Virginia. Gave up 91. And today their interior defense is looking good. For Oklahoma State, they're struggling from the perimeter. They're only 2 for 10 from outside here for Oklahoma State, and that's where Kansas has really struggled this season, guarding the perimeter. 17:30 left to go, 6-point lead by Kansas. Oklahoma State has it. Moves it outside. Cunningham catch and shoot 3. Got it. That's the 3 he was looking for at the left wing. Cade Cunningham splash. He's got 10. Hits down the second triple. He's the hot hand in this one. Perfect 2 for 2 from the outside. Jayhawks ball. McCormack top of the key. Dribbles towards the left elbow. Pass over to Wilson at the left corner. Approaching 17 left to go. Back over to McCormack. Jumper. No good off the mark. Crashing the glass. That's going to be a defensive rebounding foul here. Picked up by the Cowboys, it looks like. So first personal picked up by Isaac Likely. Non-shooting foul. Clock will stop with 17:03. Yeah, there was a couple other people here, I think, in the chat, McKeel, that rooted for the Chiefs. So you're not alone, man. Kansas inside as they lay it up. That's good for 2 by McCormack. He's got 9. Cowboys now with the basketball. So they dribble towards the left elbow. Back out to the top of the key into the hands of Bryce Williams. Moves it outside to Cunningham. Shoots the 3. Missed it, though, this time. Hit the front rim for his first perimeter miss of the game. Kansas has it left corner. Turns it over. A little bit out of touch with that pass up the court. Marcus Garrett missed his mark on the pass, and turnover Kansas for their 12th turnover of the game. It's going to be Cowboys basketball. This game's combined for 25 total turnovers. 12 by Kansas, 13 by Oklahoma State. Kara, welcome on the stream here. Hope all is going well. 16:30 left to go. Great game tonight. Cunningham dribbles. Drives inside. Cunningham floats it up. No good. Couldn't get it to fall with a floater. Rebound Kansas. Jayhawks take a pass half court. Top of the key, Garrett hands it off to Agbaji. Turns the corner. Cunningham gets the block from behind, and here he goes. Takes the pass half court. Moves it over to the hands of Likely. Drives inside. Pass underneath, and contact in the fog is called on the floor. What a block from behind there by Cade Cunningham. It's going to be blocked out of bounds, though, by Oklahoma State, so Kansas is going to get it right back. Incredible block from the side by Cunningham on Agbaji off the ball screen as he was dribbling towards the left elbow. Do I expect that fans will be back in full stadiums for next season for the NFL? Yes, I really do hope so, Vaughn. I hope so. I think it's going to be close. There's probably going to be a percentage number, but it's probably going to be like 75% plus, most likely. It all depends on where the stadiums are. If it's like New York or the Patriots, it's probably going to be 75%. But if it's like the Cowboys or the Dolphins, it's going to be fully packed 100%. So it's basically geographic areas or so, like Jets, Giants, Patriots. I'd even put Chicago into that for the Bears too. Like I'd expect them to be around like 3/4 capacity though. So we're going to go right now to a timeout here. First one of the second half. We've got under 16 minutes left to go. A great matchup between these two teams today. Oh, sorry to hear that, Bill. Lost $1,000. Oh, man. So sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, big lesson for the future here. Even though I know the whole narrative because a lot of people thought that Kansas City's offense could they're just so electric. That's the thing. In these types of games, I feel like in championship types of games, like lately, it's been the defense that's won. Besides that random Super Bowl between the Eagles and the Patriots. Hey, let's be respectful here with that comment. But yeah, just big thing in the future. Tom Brady's just. He's the GOAT, and he proved it once again here. The GOAT, the baby GOAT, people were talking about with Patrick Mahomes, and he put that talk to bed yesterday. All right, so right now we're just on a timeout here. Ohio State leading Maryland 39-31. Not really much going on tonight. A lot of the college games have got canceled. There's so many games lately that's got postponed. Minnesota has won against Nebraska. 79-61 the final. Yep. Yeah, it's unbelievable that only two teams, it came down to the Buccaneers and the Chargers in the offseason to go for Tom Brady on the market. Whereas all these teams are going after Deshaun Watson right now. And a bunch of teams are going after Sam Darnold too in the market. Only two teams went after Tom Brady because everybody thought that he was washed up and couldn't play ever again after playing with 0 wide receivers and a struggling offensive line last season for the Patriots. Just the receiving core for the Patriots is just so rough. Jacoby Myers at best should be a 3. The third best wide receiver in an actual wide receiving core. N'Keal Harry's a big fat bust, and he just cannot get separation or anything. They got him for his hands and for red zone receptions, that he's big and strong and can catch batted balls, but just hasn't been able to do anything. He has 0 breakaway speed, and it's just been a total miss right there by Bill, for Bill Belichick drafting N'Keal Harry. He should have went for DK Metcalf. He was still on the board and just missed out on DK Metcalf. And then Tom just didn't want to play with the younger guys, wanted to move on, get racking more money. Don't blame him. Wins the Super Bowl. Bill here's got this game, Oklahoma State plus 6.5. Hopefully here, he'll be able to get this one here into the win column tonight. Second free throw good. Yeah, I predicted Oklahoma State would take this one, so hopefully it is true for this game. I usually myself, though, I go like recency or so. So Oklahoma State are recently playing good. Sometimes it comes back to bite me, though, because some of these teams just randomly pull off upsets. That's the thing, though. At the right corner, Oklahoma State dribbles now. Bounce pass behind their back, and it's going to go to the backcourt. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Just getting too fancy there with a dribble. Passed it behind their back. That was number 0 for the Cowboys, Avery Anderson, and he turned it over for the 14th time. $15:30 left to go. It's going to be Jayhawks ball. Kansas at the top of the key with Garrett. Dribbles towards the right wing. Moves it outside to McCormack. Back out to Brown. Over to McCormack once again at the top. Feeds it off the cut. Good for 2. Up and in off the backboard by Agbaji. This is the largest lead of the game currently. Kansas by 9. Oklahoma State jumper. Missed it. Tipped out of bounds. And they touched it last. So it's going to be Kansas ball right back. Ouch. Yeah, they've been struggling from 3 today. They got to get the 3 ball going for Oklahoma State. They're only 2 for 11 from the perimeter. Okay, timeout taken here on the court. 15:09 remaining in this one. Kansas by 9, 41-32, with it the largest lead of this game tonight. Still a lot of time left to go. Why don't I stay up late to do the BYU game? Because if I cover the game, it'd be past 1 a.m. where it is. It's on a work night. So I get up for work at 6 in the morning. I have 5 hours of sleep. It'd be different if it'd be different if I was out on the West Coast, maybe. But I'm from I'm from the East Coast, where we are 3 hours ahead. So instead of 7:22 p.m. right now, it's 10:22 p.m. Looks like Jason's enjoying it right now. On this timeout currently here, a couple games going on. We'll take a look at the NBA right now in this timeout. Washington Wizards, 1 minute left to go, trying to pull out the W over Chicago, 102-97. Bradley Beal with 32 points tonight. Zach LaVine with 33 for Chicago. Raptors lead the Grizzlies 120-108. Pascal Siakam getting better. He is back. 30 points by Siakam with 6 assists. Raptors have been on a roll lately after a rough start for them. And at the end of the third quarter, Mavericks lead the T-Wolves 95-77. Porzingis with a double-double, 22 and 12 tonight. Golden State by 1. That's a tight game over San Antonio, 82-81. Phoenix Suns leading against the Cleveland Cavaliers, 68-63. Tight game over there. DeAndre Ayton double-double, 12 and 12 for him tonight. And in a great game going down tonight between the Nuggets and the Bucks. It is Denver who is leading Milwaukee 58-54. And then the Thunder leading the Lakers right now 20-10. So, wow, Oklahoma City up against LA, 20-10 to score in that one, man. Yeah, Minnesota got the W over Nebraska today. Do I think BYU would win today? I'd be shocked if they win today, Anthony. I'm going to take Gonzaga in that one. But yeah, very well possible. Anything could happen. We've had so many upsets this year. If Pacific played close against Gonzaga, anything is possible. Look at UMBC versus Virginia. Look at East Carolina beat Houston. Anything is possible. Very well could be. Look at St. John's last week over Villanova. St. John's is the hottest team right now in the nation. As we get right back into it, 41-32. They put up 90 plus on Providence back on Saturday. That defense, Providence is known for their defense. I thought I was watching Keno Davis coach the Friars. When I saw that box score, I was like, ooh, jeez. Yikes. 14:50 left to go. Turnaround jumper off the mark, no good in the key by Kansas. There was a battle for the basketball. It's gonna be a rebounding foul picked up by Kansas by Jalen Wilson. So he picks up his third. It's gonna be Oklahoma State basketball. Cowboys have it, takes the last half court, 14:40 left to go in the second. Likely at the right wing. He dribbles inside, moves it back out to the left corner, over to Cunningham. Catch and shoot three at the top, missed it though off the mark, rebound Jayhawks. Kansas up by 9. There's never been a double-digit lead tonight. We'll see if they can do so. Kansas has only made 2 3-point shots. Oklahoma State has made 2 as well. Right corner 3, missed it. Had a wide open look, but missed it off the mark by Wilson. Rebound for the Cowboys. Cowboys have it. Dribble drive inside with the right hand. A lot of contact, no foul. Refs say play on. Hasn't been a ton of fouls tonight in rebound Kansas. Approaching 14 on the clock here. Right baseline dribble Agbaji. Agbaji turns the corner, drives it back outside, and sends it to the left of Christian Brown's fingertips out of bounds as it hits the baseline. Turnover Kansas. 13th turnover of the game. Yes, BYU did beat Gonzaga last year at home. That was with fans in the stands. Welcome back in, Jose, once again. He is going to eat pizza right now. Hungry right there. Nice. He is home right now. That's awesome, man. Wide open right corner 3. Oklahoma State missed it again. Stone cold from the perimeter, 2 for 13. They just can't hit a 3 today. They're looking like Texas back on Saturday. Kansas has it as they dribble inside, and it will be another personal foul, this time by the Cowboys by number 14, Bryce Williams. Oklahoma State's yet to hit on their last 7 shots from the floor. Kansas is 0 for 3. Both of these teams in a scoring drought. Over 2 minutes for Kansas, over 4 minutes for Oklahoma State. Just been stood still here lately in the 41-32 score. Kansas has it the right wing, moves it back outside. Agbaji, fadeaway 3, missed it, rolled around the rim and out, rebound. Offensive board by Christian Brown, passes inside the rim. McCormack turnaround jumper, right baseline, missed it off the mark again. A rebound Cowboys. Oklahoma State has it. A right corner perimeter, Rondo Walker back outside to Cunningham. Cunningham dribbles. Now he has it the right elbow back to the right wing. He still dribbles. Cunningham dribbles, moves it out, left corner, open 3, catch and shoot, got it. Bryce Williams, perimeter triple goes down right there for the Cowboys. 6-point game. 12:55 left to go. Kansas ball. Moves it outside. Agbaji dribbles towards the top, towards his left now as he hands it off. And Aruna feeds it inside. McCormack turnaround jumper, got it for 2 in the key. Back up by 8 this time by Kansas. And a personal foul. Late foul call picked up there by Alexander Moncrief guarding McCormack. It's going to send McCormack to the line, shoot 1. Thoughts about Pacific this season? I was shocked that they took Gonzaga. Like in that game in the first half, they were right there with Gonzaga. But once again, nobody knows Gonzaga better than their conference opponents. St. Mary's played them close early on. Pepperdine. Even San Diego for a little bit played them pretty close. And then Gonzaga, when Gonzaga was into the non-conference, they were just smoking their teams in the non-conference. Hey, thanks so much, Jason, for stopping on my man. Really appreciate it, bud. Yeah, no problem here. And enjoy the rest of your night, man. Brody, welcome on here, man. Glad to have you on the channel here. And he'll get on the next stream when he comes along. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you're notified about future live streams. Glad to have you in the channel, Brody. So we're back into action here. Cowboys have it. Wide open three again. No good. Rolled around the rim. They tip it back out. They do get the offensive rebound. Bryce Williams drives to the cup. Couldn't lay it up, though. As he got tipped from behind, it's going to be Kansas basketball. 12:15 left to go. Ball gets stolen here. Oklahoma State with numbers as they will drive in transition. Shot fake, puts it underneath. Good for two. Up and in by Likely. Oh, the turnovers cost Kansas on that possession. Now it's a 6-point game. What do I think BYU needs to do to make it to the NCAA tournament? Well, they would be pretty close to being a lock if they do win tonight. That would be the biggest win for anybody this season. Oklahoma State once again off another missed shot right here. Cade Cunningham takes it a distance, goes coast to coast for the layup, up and in for two. Timeout Bill Self. Cade Cunningham with 12 points here. 7 in the second half. Starting to heat up as we're going to go to a timeout in this one in a 4-point game. 11:48 left to go. Turnovers costly. Lately by Kansas in this one with 14 today. Alright, great game right now here, folks. For Preston here, everybody calls him Porzingis because he is tall and he can shoot. Yep, that's basically Porzingis there. But, yeah, BYU, if they win against Gonzaga today, they have a great shot at making the tournament. What they got to do to make the tournament, they basically got to win win as many games as possible and not lose against teams at the bottom of the conference like Portland, Loyola Marymount. They just got to do their job and win those games against the very bottom teams. San Diego, Santa Clara, I think, is on a pause right now. They were supposed to play Gonzaga later this week, and that game got postponed. No, I'm gonna watch the highlights to that, Anthony. So I'll get to see the highlights tomorrow for it. Quick scoreboard update right now. Ohio State getting out to a big second half over Maryland, outgaining them 11-2. This is basically it for Maryland. If they want to make it to the tournament, they got to start winning games and upsetting teams. This is as high as a quality game it can get. And Ohio State leading Maryland 46-32 with 13 minutes left to go. Other than that, not really many games going on currently. UNLV leading Air Force 49-47. We've got 11:48 left to go here in this one. Wow, Mississippi Valley State. Man, leading Alabama State. Oh, okay, so Alabama State's 3-7, and Mississippi Valley State could very well win this game. Wow, 0-16 Mississippi Valley State with 8:20 left to go, approaching that mark. They could win this game. That would be a first. There's a player right now from Mississippi Valley State that scored 32 points. Wow. There's also a player named Jalen Johnson for Alabama A&M. Quick scoreboard update for the NBA currently. Suns over the Cavs with 5:58 left to go in the third, 76-73. Nuggets lead the Bucks at halftime, 62-59. Thunder over the Lakers right now, 27-20. And the Spurs lead Golden State, 93-86 with 5:20 left to go in the fourth. While the Mavs looking good tonight, 107-86 over the T-Wolves with less than 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter there. Raptors got the W. They improved to 11-13 over the Grizzlies, 128-113. Wizards over the Bulls tonight, 105-101. Hornets beat the Rockets, 119-94. We get back into action here in this one. Oh, wow, ESPN opening up the Fantasy Baseball League already. That's great, man. We get back into 11:30 left to go. Kansas has it left wing perimeter. Passes over to the right wing. Shot fake, Agbaji feeds it over. Ball gets deflected. Out of bounds, last touch, though, by the Cowboys. So Kansas is going to get it back, 11:25 remaining. What happened to the BYU St. Mary's game? They're going to have to make that up. Somehow, Christian Brown, deep three, got it for Kansas right after the timeout. Kansas by 7. Oklahoma State has it. Cunningham back outside of Likely. Likely dribbles left baseline on Brown, and he gets called for the double dribble. So turnover Oklahoma State. Kansas going to have it back. We got 11 minutes left to go. Yeah, it was supposed to be on Thursday. It got postponed, so they're going to have to make it up sometime later for that one. 10:50 left to go. Kansas basketball around the perimeter. Christian Brown dribbles left baseline, and the Cowboys get called for the defensive reach-and foul. So Rondo Walker, number 5, picks up the personal here. Clock will stop with 10:50, and that's the 5th personal foul here the second half by Oklahoma State. Kansas with 3 personal fouls in half number 2. Inbound over to Lightfoot. Lightfoot dribbles to the free throw circle, hands it off the screen over to Garrett. He drives inside, heavy contact from behind, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Actually, no, they're going to say late turnover here. Late turnover by Garrett. Yeah, there was a lot of contact underneath. Yeah, it was number 14 with a awkward fall for Oklahoma State. That was Bryce Williams. Am I ready to play fantasy baseball this season? Oh, we'll have to see. We'll have to see who actually wants to play there, and then maybe we'll do one. I haven't played fantasy baseball in ages. Cunningham takes the 3, missed it at the top of the key. Rebound Kansas. Jayhawks got the ball stolen away from behind, though. It's going to be Isaac Likely with an easy layup as he steals away in the backcourt, up and in off the backboard for 2. 5-point game. Heads up defense right there by Likely. Garrett drives inside. Reverse-handed layup. No good. Rebound Lightfoot. Got stripped of the ball, but that's going to be a foul picked up by the Cowboys in the key. Clock will stop with 10:10 remaining. Wow, that's a close game there. Alabama A&M defeating Arkansas Pine Bluff by 1. 10:10 left to go. 2 free throws now at the line by Lightfoot. Oklahoma State picked up their 7th personal, so that was a blocking foul. First one missed. Are the Buccaneers my second favorite? Actually not. I've never been like a big fan of the Buccaneers until like just watching Tom and Gronk basically. I've never been like a fan of the team. I just like to watch Tom and Gronk and see like former Patriots players play, and it's good to see them excel. 10 minutes left to go, down by 6. Oklahoma State right baseline dribble. Cunningham, he is swarmed all over, looking for the fall, couldn't get one. Big rebound by Christian Brown, and it's going to be a defensive foul picked up here on a reach-in by the Cowboys. Clock will stop with 9:53. That was a ton of contact. And they didn't call the foul. Yeah, he might have cheated back in 2015, but he served a 4-game punishment as a man. He came back and won the MVP in 2016 after Deflategate. It's okay what size the balls were. He likes them all different types of sizes. They're heavy, soft, tacky. Whatever size the balls are, Tom Brady always loves to feel the balls before the game. The only thing about cheating is basically when Roger Goodell came down on him, and he had to serve the 4-game suspension, and he came back and won the MVP, and showed them to him why he's the GOAT. Kansas perfect 2 for 2 at the line. Oklahoma State missed the 3-point shot, though. They get the offensive rebounds. Put it back and up. That's good for 2 and the foul. As the Cowboys going to go to the free throw line. Shoot 1 coming up here at the charity stripe by Cade Cunningham. 6-point game and a chance to put it a 5 here by Cunningham at the line. He's got himself 14, looking for 15 tonight. That free throw is good. Great game here. Cunningham with 10 in the second half, heating up. Yep, Preston puts out that sounded wrong. That's an edited clip of Tom Brady. Some of the wording from Tom Brady there about what he talked about in that press conference after that game against the Colts in the playoffs back in 2015. Kansas got fouled. They're going to go to the line here, shoot the 1-1. Oklahoma State picks up their 9th personal and they'll reach in. First one is good by David McCormack. Low-scoring game tonight here, 50-44 with 9:32 left to go. Second free throw coming up. That one's good. It's going to be Cowboys basketball. Oklahoma State takes the best half court with Cunningham. 15 tonight for him. Moves over to the right wing into the hands of Rondale Walker. Walker now dribbles. Passes back outside to Cunningham. Shot fake. Dribbles on Garrett. Lost control of the basketball. Able to get it back though. Cunningham stays with it. Moves it over to the top of the key. Walker. Back outside into the hands to Favors. Ferron Flavors. Step back 3. Off the back rim. No good. Rebound Jayhawks by McCormack. 9 minutes left to go. They take it past half court. Abaji moves over to Wilson. Lost control of the basketball. Turns it over out of bounds. The ball handling miscues continue for Kansas. Turnover 17 in this game today. It is costing them big time. They just haven't had that go-to ball handler all season long. They've just really been missing Devon Dotson this season. Once again, it showed in this game. 17 turnovers. They turned it over 18 times in the last one against West Virginia. 8:50 remaining. Cowboys basketball. At the right wing to Rondale Walker. Moves it now to Anderson. Right baseline shot fake guarded by Brown. Passes right back outside over to Rondale Walker. They set the pick. He's able to get around it. Lost control of it. Able to get it back though. Pass back outside to Cunningham. 6 in the shot clock. Cunningham. Dribble drive inside. Tons of contact. No foul. The ball's on the ground. And Kansas gets it back. 8:30 left to go. Jayhawks ball. Christian Brown. Back out to the right wing. Catch and shoot. Agbaji 3. Hit the front rim. No good. Rebound. Oklahoma State pushing tempo. Here they go. Watch out for this one. They got some numbers here. Cunningham takes it inside. Missed it. Tipped up in the air. Couldn't get it. Tipped it back to the top of the key. Cowboys have it back out to the right wing. Gonna set it up with Anderson. What a game. 8 minutes left to go. Ball deflected. It goes into the fingertips of a Cowboys player. The luck of the bounce. Good for the triple at the left corner by Ferron Flavors in a 4-point game. That ball was tipped in the key, went back outside to the perimeter into Favors. He put up the left corner 3 and drained it. Shot fake Brown, 3 ball in the air, got it. 3s are dropping now. Jayhawks hit one. Christian Brown with 12. 7:30 left to go. Cowboys ball. Ohio State looking good. Thanks so much for the update there. Leading Maryland 52-41. That's a big game for Maryland, considering that they're right now in the bubble. That would be the biggest win they'd have all season. Floater, good for 2 by Cunningham. 17 for him. Hits the floater at the free throw circle in the 5-point game. They are hanging in there. Jayhawks ball. Garrett moves it now inside. Turnaround jumper with all the space, and Wilson drills it. He just had all the space out in front of him right there. Nobody contested that one for the Cowboys. Under 7 minutes left to go. Oklahoma State basketball. They take it past half court. Cunningham dribbles now at that logo towards the top of the key. That will be a foul. Kansas picks up their 6th personal foul on the reach and picked up by Marcus Garrett. Clock will stop once again. 6:45 remaining. And we're going to go to immediate timeout. Yo, Ohio State looking good tonight. Oh, Ohio State up to number 4. That's incredible. I would have never imagined that they're up to number 4 this season. When the first 2 weeks started this season, I wasn't really sold on Ohio State. They almost lost to UMass Lowell, but man, have they improved every single game this season. And they've got just really good balance for the Buckeyes. They have what it takes to find victories. So right now, on a timeout, Carly, we got 6:45 left to go in the second half. As for games in the NBA tonight, San Antonio leads Golden State, approaching 2 minutes left to go, 96-91. Another tight game at the end of the third quarter. Cleveland Cavaliers leading the Phoenix Suns 91-89. Denver Nuggets up against the Milwaukee Bucks 62-59. And the Oklahoma City Thunder leading the Lakers tonight 40-34. So those are the games currently going on. The Raptors already with a W over the Grizzlies. Toronto really improving, 128-113. Washington over Chicago, 105-101. And the Hornets up against the Rockets, 119-94. Vaughn puts out he will try to give it his best effort in fantasy baseball. Yeah, same with me, man. I don't watch much baseball, so I'm probably gonna miss on all the draft picks if we did one. I remember the only time I did fantasy baseball, I finished in dead last in a fantasy baseball league. I haven't followed baseball closely in a long time. Even though it was my main sport when I played growing up, watching baseball, it's totally different. It's tough for me to watch baseball, sit in front of a TV screen for about 4 hours. Welcome back, Louise here. Mississippi Valley State, that's crazy. Might pull off the upset. They were plus 19 on the line. Man. So they might get their first victory of the season here. Let's see, Mississippi Valley State leading Alabama State 66-64. And one of the players from Mississippi Valley State scored over half of his team's points. Let's see, this is Cameron Cunningham from Mississippi Valley State. He has scored 34 out of the 66 points. Yes, I watched the Red Sox win the World Series. Yeah, I usually don't watch a ton of baseball until October baseball in the playoffs. That's when I start watching baseball. Alright, we're going to get right back into a 56-49 to score. It's going to be Oklahoma State inbound. They pass over to the top of the key. Likely drives inside. Good for two with the urgency right there. With a right hand up and in off the window. For two by Isaac Likely in a 5-point game. 6:30 left to go. Likely with 8. Cunningham leads the way with 17. Kansas has it. Leading scorer tonight is David McCormack for 17 points for the Jayhawks. They feed it inside underneath. McCormack puts it up and in for 2 off the backboard. Both of these teams getting hot lately here, as Kansas has made their last 3 shots from the floor, same as the Cowboys. Oklahoma State ball, right baseline dribble. It's Rondo Walker, puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound before that, though. A whistle and a foul picked up by Kansas. Clock will stop. Once again with 6:08. It's going to send Oklahoma State to the free throw line, so now they're in the bonus. So we welcome you guys back in here. What a game. 6:09 left to go remaining in this one. First free throw. Oklahoma State missed it. So just over 6 minutes remaining in this game. Dave McCormack's he's got 15 points here for McCormack in the second quarter alone. 17 total for him for Kansas. Second free throw. Drills it at the line by Rondo Walker for the Cowboys. 6-point game. Approaching the 6-minute mark left to go. Jayhawks take it past half court. Garrett guarded at the edge of the Kansas logo. Garrett dribbles towards the right. Now he drives inside, moves it back to the right corner. Agbaji shot fake. Over to McCormack, passes inside over to Wilson, gets behind the defense, good for 2. Kansas by 8. 5:45 left to go. Cowboys have it. Cunningham pass gets kicked, ball violation by Jalen Wilson here. It's going to stay Oklahoma State basketball. Clock will stop again. Not that much this year, McKeel. Because hockey's been conflicting with basketball a lot, so I haven't watched a ton of hockey this year. I've been in John's streams though lately for him. He's been starting out usually earlier than my streams lately for the 7 o'clock games. Oklahoma State misses the jumper, rebound Kansas. Jayhawks have the ball, 5:25 left to go. They pass over to Garrett. Garrett top of the key. See his guard by Likely. Garrett dribble drive inside. Gets behind the defense, and he gets fouled. It's going to give Kansas here the double bonus, shooting 2 with 5:20 remaining. first free throw, got it. Just Oklahoma State with the threes today. They're just stone cold. 4 for 18 from the perimeter. And also the turnovers. 17 turnovers have hurt them. Kansas with 17 turnovers themselves. Second free throw, Garrett drills it. And Kansas with the largest lead. This is the first time today that's been a double-digit lead. Kansas by 10. 5:15 remaining. Oklahoma State ball. Cunningham puts it to the left wing. Ball deflected, stolen away. Kansas with a steal. Gets stripped into the lane, though. They get it right back. Brown dribbles around the perimeter. Gonna move it over to Wilson. Back outside. Now to Garrett, as he's guarded one-on-one by Rondell Walker. Garrett hands it off to Agbaji. Moves over to Jalen Wilson. And Oklahoma State gets called for a foul. It's going to stop the clock with 4:53. What's the worst thing that happens if somebody shows the game that their channel gets a copyright strike and gets taken down? That's the worst thing right there. YouTube cracks down on that. Yeah, pretty good game today. Kansas been breaking away lately, and they're going to go to the line shoot too. So McCormack first free throw, that one's good. What games am I doing tomorrow? Not sure just yet when I'm going to stream tomorrow, because I have a dentist appointment after work, so I'll be back later than usual for tomorrow. So not sure just yet. I want to do, though, West Virginia against Texas Tech. I might do an NBA game in there. It would be the Rockets against the Pelicans for tomorrow. Not sure just yet, though, because it also is supposed to snow tomorrow, so I'm going to have to shovel out, too. Oklahoma State in the backcourt. They almost got that ball stolen away. They are able to get it back, though. 4:35 left to go. Urgency needed. They take a three. Got it. Big triple by the Cowboys goes down right there. It's an 8-point game. Avery Anderson with 13. Huge triple. 4:25 left to go. Kansas takes it past half court. Garrett at the top of the key. Pass over to Brown. Brown at the left wing. Brown double team back outside to Agbaji. Back over to Brown. Feeds it now inside to Garrett. Moves it back over to Wilson. Wilson takes the three off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound. McCormack keeps it alive. McCormack inside. Spin move. Good for two at the left baseline as he puts that one up and through. 4 minutes left to go. Dave McCormack keeps on working hard for Kansas. 20 points for him. He had a slow start to the season. Oklahoma State now with the ball. Inside the key, back out to the right corner. Catch and shoot three. Missed it. No good. Tipped up. Offensive rebound keeps alive. Likely. Up and in off the backboard for two in the timeout. Cowboys take the timeout. 3:43 remaining. It's an 8-point game. Yes, I do have to wear a mask. So I have to go in there, and I know the dentist has to wear like I think they wear a mask and a face shield when they go there. Let's see, we got a couple close games in the NBA. We're now on the timeout, so I'll update you guys with those. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to the dentist tomorrow. We're supposed to get like 3 to 4 inches of snow. So I have to travel because my dentist is after work. So I have to travel after work to my dentist, and I have to use the highway too, where it's gonna be snowing pretty hard. It's supposed to get some more snow. We got a lot of snow yesterday. I think we got like 8 or 9 inches where I live. A lot of close games here to NBA. Bucks up against the Nuggets, 69-68. Thunder lead the Lakers, 48-47. The Cavs leading the Suns, 8:20 remaining in the fourth, 195. The Spurs with 12 seconds left to go, leading Golden State by 4. 101-97 the score. And then the Mavs lead the T-Wolves 118-106. 3 games have gone final tonight with the Rockets beating the Hornets beating the Rockets tonight 119-94. LaMelo looking good with 24.7 rebounds, 10 assists. Washington pulls out the W. They got their 6th victory of the season, 105-101 over Chicago. Bradley Beal and Zach LaVine both scored 35 points in that game each tonight. And then the Raptors getting better, 11-13 now for Toronto. Fred VanVleet scored 32. Valanciunas had 20 rebounds as the Raptors beat the Grizzlies 128-113. Yeah, we're supposed to get like 2 to 4 inches tomorrow. Yeah, I've seen 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 5. But yeah, basically in that ballpark. I'm in Mass, where I am. So yeah, Massachusetts. Only 45 seconds remaining. UNLV looks like they're going to pull it out, up by 6 against Air Force there. Thanks so much for the update. Let's see here what we got. Yeah, 66-62 now, 30 seconds. UNLV leading by 4 over Air Force. And Ohio State looking good, leading Maryland by 13. 5:30 left to go. Buckeyes 64, Maryland 51. Kyle Young with 18 points for Ohio State. So Ohio State gonna improve to 16-4 if they close it out tonight. And man, what a huge surprise this season. I thought Ohio State would be ranked around like 18, 19, 20, but I didn't think they get that far up, and they are right now one balanced team that's dangerous. And they are doing it because they have multiple players in the team. They got themselves a deep team there for Ohio State. Different type of team, but the small ball has really been working out for them this season. So we're back into this game, 65-57, 3:30 left to go. Kansas basketball. Garrett at the top of the key, guarded by Cunningham, dribbles towards his right, and Cade Cunningham gets called for a bump foul here. It's going to send Marcus Garrett to the free throw line, shooting 2 for Kansas. So Cunningham didn't like that call, and Kansas has the chance to go up by 10. First free throw, missed it. No good off the mark. Kansas tonight in this game, they are 17 for 23 at the free throw line. Oklahoma State doing well at the free throw line, 12 for 14. Yeah, I hear you, man, Preston. Here in North Carolina, never get snow. Yeah, I know there's quite a bit of people in the chat that have never got snow where they are. I think we have quite a bit of people from Georgia, Florida. Yeah, California, depending on where you live, never get snow. But Northern California up towards Oregon got pounded with snow, I heard, during the last storm. Charlie Baker is the governor of Mass. So we have Charlie Baker as the governor right now. Second free throw good. 66-57 to score, 3:10 remaining. Oklahoma State drove to the bucket, they get fouled, and it's going to send Cade Cunningham shooting 2 at the line. Cunningham with 17 points tonight. 5 for 6 at the free throw line. Vaughn puts me. First free throw good. Second free throw, missed it. Rolled around the rim and out by Cunningham. Rebound back to Kansas, approaching 3 minutes left to go. Jayhawks ball. Garrett at the top of the key. Garrett moves it over to the left wing. Wilson feeds it inside to McCormack. He has been tough to stop today, and Cowboys pick up another foul. Yeah, this is going to be a key thing to note. If I really like Oklahoma State in the tournament if Cade Cunningham can take over games, but the problem today has just been guarding Dave McCormack. If they get to take on a team with a big that can do damage, that's going to be a tough game for them. I just don't like them in a matchup against Iowa in the tournament and Luka Garza. Like, say, like another team, like even like a team like Indiana with Trace Jackson Davis. But if they get put with favoring matchups there, they can go far. Wow, Mississippi Valley State finally won. So Mississippi Valley State wins their first game of the season today. Wow. Vaughn put a law that you have to wear a mask in your home. I don't think too many people would be happy with that. 2:45 left to go. 10-point Kansas lead. Oklahoma State moves it out. Left corner 3. Catch and shoot. That's no good. Off the back rim, and they just haven't been able to hit their threes today. It was Texas on Saturday who kept on missing threes, and today it's Oklahoma State. Kansas dribbles past half court. Christian Brown looks to pass it here as he is swarmed. He moves it out to the left elbow. McCormack feeds it back outside. Wilson, bounce pass, right wing perimeter. Ball into the hands of Garrett. 2:15 left to go. 8 on the shot clock. Garrett dribbles. Moves it over to McCormack. McCormack back out to Wilson. Passes over left corner 3 in the air. Brown. And he gets the bounce. That's good for the triple. 71 on the board for Kansas as they hit the 3 right there. And they also get the steal away. Wilson with a exclamation point trying to go for it. Got blocked from behind. Major block by Cunningham. Heavy contact right there as well. And Cade Cunningham going to get called for his 4th foul. So block and fall. Incredible block though by Cunningham from behind. He was all alone right there going in for the slam dunk. That was... what a block. What a block. Jalen Wilson had it. He was all alone, and Cunningham comes up on him on the last moment and blocks it from behind. Cunningham almost got in possession there to take a charge, but Kansas will go to the line, shoot 2. Minute 52 left to go. Bounce back game for Kansas. See, the thing about this team you just don't get is it's going to have to be through their starters. Once again, Kansas only scored 2 bench points. Dave McCormack, it's going to have to be through him for the remainder of the season. And today was able to contribute to the mismatch here inside the post. And he's got himself 22 points tonight for Dave McCormack. 15-point lead. Cunningham's 3. Drills it. 12-point game. They're going to fight all the way down to the final whistle. Cade Cunningham with 21 points. 8 over till it's over. Minute 43 left to go in a timeout taken by the Cowboys. Let's see here. Which players did I have? I know I had Clayton Kershaw, and that was when he suffered a season suffered an injury in August, and he was out for like a full month. Oh man, trying to jog my memory back. Oh, I dropped him immediately on the waiver wire. I picked up in the draft Chris Davis, and he had the record for strikeouts when I think it was in the 2017 season. All he did was just whiff. Chris Davis with a C. It was bad. Alright, so we're going to get right back into it. Minute 43 left to go. Kansas by 12. They're going to get the basketball too. Oklahoma State just hit a 3-point shot. Cade Cunningham's got 16 in the second half, but Dave McCormack just too good in this game. 22 by him. He's gone to the free throw line 5 separate times. He is 8 for 10 at the charity stripe. Kansas gets the inbound in the backcourt. It's going to be taken past half court, and they launch it all the way out of bounds. Turnover number 18. Kansas just with way too much power in that full court pass right there. They were going for the touchdown pass. Oklahoma State gets it back. They take it past half court. Cunningham at the left baseline. Cunningham guarded by Garrett. Takes the 3 at the left wing. Cunningham got it. It ain't over till it's over. I'll keep on saying that. Cade Cunningham with 24 drills, the triple 9-point game. Half court press set up here on the full court here. Double team. Brown's gonna get it out of his hands. Brown still with the basketball. 10-second violation gonna be coming up, and it's close. And Kansas takes a timeout. Lucky, lucky, lucky. They had it in the backcourt for a solid 8 seconds approximately right there. Close to the 10-second mark. They're going to take a timeout. Minute and 8 left to go. Turnover's been a major issue tonight for Kansas. 18 turnovers, same as Oklahoma State. 18 turnovers. Cade Cunningham, back-to-back triples. If he had hit those earlier, man, what a game would it be? Now a 9-point game. He's going to have to keep on doing them if he wants to have that type of Northern Iowa, Texas A&M round of 64 comeback in the 2016 tournament. UNLV with a W over Air Force, 69-64 tonight. Oklahoma State's got 19 points off of turnovers in this game, where Kansas is winning on the glass, 42-31 in favor of Kansas on the glass for rebounds. So we have 1:05 left to go. Timeout on the court is they're going to break the timeout, and it's going to be Kansas basketball in the backcourt. Kansas here in the dribble right at half court with a foul called in Oklahoma State. A bump foul picked up, number 0 for the Cowboys. It's Avery Anderson picks up the personal. It's going to send Kansas to the line, shoot 2 in the double bonus. Yeah, whatever draft Jose Altuve. Yeah, he's good. Good player. First free throw good. Second one coming up. Marcus Garrett at the charity stripe for Kansas. 1:04 remaining. Garrett drills it. 11-point Kansas lead. Oklahoma State gets the ball. Cunningham will take it past half court. They need threes. Cunningham dribbles up Brown. 3 in the air. No good off the back iron. Rebound McCormack to start this game tonight. Kansas puts the ball into the hands here of Wilson. Wilson gets fouled with 50.5. So Jayhawks go right back to the free throw line. They're 80% there today. 24 for 30. Great bounce back game in this one by Kansas. That's too bad for Oklahoma State. They lost against TCU. It's just consistency things and playing against other bigs. That's the concern of mine with this team in the tournament. So they had a lot of trouble against Kevin Samuel for TCU. Once again, McCormack torched them for 22 as both of the free throws go down. And that's the worry about this type of team here for Kansas when they take on bigger teams in the tournament. It's going to be a really main problem. Cowboys pass it to the right corner. Shot fake. 3 in the air. They missed it off the mark. Rebound. Kansas with a foul. Yeah, it's all about the matchups. Basically, that you take on these teams. Like, your team could be a top 5 team, but if your team doesn't match up against another team, say that's like outside the top 45, they could lose to them. Determining on the matchups, like Georgetown, for example, is a pretty big team. They got Qudus Wahab at the 5 for Georgetown. They got a couple really big players in that team. They just can't shoot, but they are physical and good inside. And for Oklahoma State, that's been their main problem is guarding the interior for the Cowboys and on the boards. That's the thing where. In that other matchup, Texas just kept on. I was shocked by Texas because they got a pretty stacked front court, but they kept on shooting threes and missing threes. 78-64, final 32 seconds left to go. Whereas Kansas, I think their matchup that's going to give them problems is teams that can shoot the 3 and make the 3. So I think one of those teams, for example, would be Alabama. I think Alabama would be a team in the tournament that gives Kansas a lot of problems. For Oklahoma State, you're probably looking at a team like Florida State that would give them a lot of problems. A team that's got size, a team that's got length, a team like that. That can also draw fouls too. Oklahoma State had a lot of problems here with fouls. 24 personal fouls. Second free throw good. 12-point lead, final 20 seconds here. Is Kansas going to get the W today? It's been a wild season. That is one thing for sure. As Kansas became the last team in the Champions Classic to get knocked out of the top 25. For the first time ever since 2009, Kansas got knocked out of the top 25. But they have one thing for sure tonight, that they will be above Oklahoma State still in the conference. Kansas at 6th, Oklahoma State at 7th. And with 1 second left to go, the Jayhawks going to get the W at home in this one here. As that will be a wrap to this game here, folks. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping on by. Before you go, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well for future live streams here on Behind the Arc Basketball. I plan on coming back tomorrow for a live stream. Not sure just yet what it will be. I have to see when I have to get back from work tomorrow, because I am out tomorrow for an appointment. So I'm not sure when I'll get back, and also there's a snowstorm tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to take it slow on the roads. But wow, Gonzaga already leads BYU 11-2 through the first 2.5 minutes. Wow, and make it 13-2 with a Jalen Suggs steal and layup. That's crazy. So Oklahoma State here falls to Kansas. Final score 78-66. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. This is Behind the Arc Basketball. Before I go, showing thanks out to the members here. We got Jack, Jason, Aaron, Edwin, the Sports Expert, Warren, Robert, James H, and made by Aiden here. We got 9 members now on the channel. If anybody would like to become a member out here, feel free to be a part of the sports play-by-play community on the Behind the Arc Basketball channel. Membership as low as $1.99 per month. That's a wrap, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball.